Hi, my name is Adam Whitmer, and I'm your host here at ComplianceCohort.com. Today's compliance clip is going to discuss the application date for reinstated applications under the Home Mortgage Disclosure Act, or HMDA. So this video does apply to HMDA reporters only. Now, under the application date, the rule is very simple. It tells us that what we need to do is list the date the application was received or the date shown on the application form. So we have a couple of options there, but the rule is pretty simple. And it does say that this applies except for purchased loans. Now, sometimes we get questions that go beyond the scope of what this rule addresses. For example, we received a question of what if an applicant asks the institution to reinstate a previous application. So, for example, you may have had a counteroffer that they did not accept, and they come back and say, I think I do want to accept that. Or they may have withdrawn an application, or you may have denied an application, or it was approved but not accepted, and they want to reinstate this application for whatever reason. They thought they had changed their mind, but they're back to their original request. That's what we're talking about here. Well, fortunately for us, the commentary gives us the answer in comment 3 to part 1003.4A12. Now again, 1003 is regulation C for the Home Mortgage Disclosure Act. Point 4A12 is where the rules for the application date are found, and we're looking specifically at comment 3. So comment 3 talks about reinstated applications, and there's a couple of parts in this comment. So instead of writing out the full comment, I've given you those parts. The first part here is we have to determine what calendar year the original application was received. So if we are getting this reinstatement in February or March, but the original application was received back in November or December, then if it is not going to apply. This rule just doesn't apply at all, and we treat that reinstated application as a brand new application altogether. So the only time we can reinstate a previous application under HMDA, at least the way they recognize it, is if we have a request to reinstate it in the same calendar year. Like my little circle drawing, that's supposed to be a rolling year, but you get the point. So now, if it was taken within the same calendar year, we do have some options as far as how we handle this. Under comment 3, the options we have is the first option is to treat a reinstated application as a new application. And the second option then is to treat it as a continuation of the prior application. Those are our two options. Now, this directly relates to what we list in the Uniform Loan Identifier, the ULI field. So if we use the same ULI as before, then we are supposed to treat it as a continuing application. If we treat it as a new ULI in the ULI field for HMDA reporters, then we would treat this as a new application. So if we treat it as a new transaction for application date, what we need to do is list the requested date. The date they requested to reinstate that becomes our new date. So we're treating that as a new application, and we would also have a new ULI. That's option 1. Again, that has to be within that calendar year, that circle I was giving you earlier, in order for that to apply. Otherwise, if you're treating it as a continuation, if it was a continuation, that's the calendar year, you would list the original application date. So if it's not in the calendar year, you list the new date. If it's a continuation, the circle that's getting me thrown off in this video, then you list the original application date if it is in that calendar year. Those are your two options. I think you get it. That is all I have for today, fortunately, because I'm tripping over my words. My name is Adam Whitmer. I am your host and the founder of ComplianceCohort.com. I hope you enjoyed this video. I try to keep them light and fun, even if I screw up from time to time. And until next time, thanks for watching this video.